Modern PHP makes extensive use of objects and classes, so your knowledge of the language is incomplete without understanding the basics of what they are and what they do. So what are objects? An object is a data type that can store and manipulate values. You create an object from a class which defines what an object can do. A class is basically a collection of related functions and values packaged as a single unit that acts as a blueprint for creating new objects. PHP has many built-in classes, such as the DateTime class for working with dates and time, and MySQLi for connecting to a MySQL database. You can also create your own custom classes or use third-party frameworks such as WordPress or Laravel to extend the functionality of PHP. We won't be building custom classes in this course, but it's important to know how to use classes and objects. All classes have methods. Most also have properties. An object can use methods defined by its class to perform predefined tasks. A method is exactly the same as a function. It's just given a different name when talking about objects and classes. Values stored by an object are referred to as the object's properties. You can think of a property as being the same as a variable, except it applies to an object. If all that sounds a bit abstract, let's use a car as an example of an object. An important property of any car is its color. For example, you might have a red car, or it could be blue. Other important properties are the make of a car and the number of miles on the clock. All cars share similar properties, but each car is unique. Similarly, each object that you create from a PHP class is unique. Methods dictate what an object can do. In the case of a car, accelerate is a useful method. Although all cars can accelerate, they operate independently of each other. In programming terms, you create an instance of a class or instantiate an object. This simply involves using the class's constructor method with the new operator and storing the object in a variable. The constructor method has the same name as the class, and it often accepts one or more arguments to initialize the object's properties. In our very simple example, we're passing red as the argument to the constructor, and we get a red car. You can create more than one object from the same class, so this creates another car, and this time it's blue. You access an object's properties using the arrow operator, which consists of a hyphen and a greater than symbol. Just append the arrow operator to the variable that contains the object, followed by the name of the property. The arrow operator is also used to call an object's methods. So if car objects have stop and accelerate methods, you can make car1 stop, while car2 accelerates away. Those are the basics of working with objects and classes. In the next video, we'll look at a practical example.